Hi guys, this is the Middlesbrough Sheffield Wednesday review, and let's start off with a fact. We come to Riverside Stadium with not winning here in 6 attempts, and that being said, we've not won so far this season in four attempts, and we've not picked up the 3 points, which is really annoying. We have today signed Jordan Bence on loan from West Ham. This is a 28-day emergency loan, so this makes you wonder how serious Lewis Buxton's injury is. Seems like it could be quite bad. The team used were Kirtland, Bence, Sayata, Gardner, Reeder, Johnson, Palmer, Coke, Prutton, Halan, Antonio, JJ, and the subs were Newhue, Davis, Taylor, Maguire, Mahoma and Larty. Now for me, I've loved to see McCabe in the team and on the bench. Playing with no strikers on Twitter before the game, everyone saying, oh, you don't know what he's fucking doing, he's doing stupid and all that kind of shit. Just remember, we had that game against Hull, we played no strikers, so let's see what happens. But both started off the game well, and we invited them onto us really, and they were really strong. I could see us throughout the game getting on the counter attack with the strong, pacey team we got with the likes of Halan, Antonio and JJ. Halan and Coke were linking up well with little 1-2s and passes, but the first chance went to Borough, and it again was down to us losing the ball far too easily. We just not got someone in that middle of the pitch that can put the foot on the ball and get going. It's getting really irritating now that we can't do that, and that we can't seem to get the right people in the middle of the park. But the one thing we did get, we got a lot of corners in the first half. A lot of corners. Reeder had a chance. Halan had a chance. There was one very close to make it 1-0 to Middlesbrough. And it just seems like the left hand side for us with Palmer at times is a little bit of a problem. But when we've got cover there, we should be alright. Prutton got the ball back after a very strong Middlesbrough. It was strong. They started to get the ball up really well, and Prutton went and got it because there was just sloppy mistakes for us. Both teams have been very sloppy with the ball when it comes to Middle Park. Middlesbrough kept on having shots from distance, and we just weren't closing down quick enough, and you can't try to see who the creative spark is. And apart from JJ at times, sometimes you can't see. Antonio started to get back into the game a lot, and he only said he's not up to where he was last season, so hopefully we can get him back up to that where he was last season and better. Sometimes I do think we miss McCabe creativity, just keep his foot on the ball and keep going, but hopefully he'll get in the squad soon, but it's just coming one of those things I think. Reeder makes a great tackle but don't get booked for it, and it was great to have Reeder back at the back and going forward because he's very good at what we need him to do. He's very aggressive at the back, he'll get tackles in and he'll go up for headers and he will score goals as well. Having JJ back was really good, and him and Antonio had some great link-up play and kept on winning corners. Middlesbrough did get back into the game though, and every time they got back into it you felt we were not doing very well to close them down and get into it. And the one positive thing we have was that we were winning lots and lots of these corners. Antonio had a shot blocked, and then Middlesbrough started to get back into the game. Middlesbrough had a shot and it just went wide, and you're thinking, oh, that's 1-0 to them, and thinking, are we in for that kind of game? And one of the problems we've had is all throughout the season, when teams play short corners against us, we are not awake. They played 2 short corners and quick concession. On the second one, Palmer was screaming for help and no one went out to help him and give him and just go up and get the help he needs. And it's just things like that. We need to start letting them come on to us like that. Where's the look? That gave the ball away, and then we got a foul game away trying to get the ball back, and we keep doing that. We keep giving the ball away far too easily. But we won a corner. The ball came in by, I think it was Halan. JJ, I think it was either JJ or Reeder nodded it down for us, and Antonio smashes it into the neck and makes it 1-0. And you're thinking, great, we've got the lead. like keep this up. And you're thinking, let's not get caught sleeping at the back, let's just keep going how we are. Slight worry for us was when Gardner came off. He went down from a challenge that didn't look like much, and it looked like he may have landed funny. He went off on a stretcher, his leg in a brace, and at his age, you hope it's not a broken leg, because a broken leg at his age could take a very, very long time to recover from. And the other thing you've got is that he's getting on of it, and he's really been a good part of our team, and to lose our captain like is not good, and you really hope he can get better soon, and hopefully it's nothing too bad. Leo came on, even though Leo wasn't on the team sheet, so I think there's been a mistake somewhere in our team sheet, somewhere around, so we'll find out that later. Or I hope there's been a mistake and he's not just come on and not realised he's not in the squad. He was warming up earlier. Antonio had another great shot from distance and nearly got it quick with dipping. Middlesbrough kept on having a lot of shots on distance as well by Kirtland, and Antonio with a great cutback into Palmer, and it was a great block by Woodgate, but it all started by JJ Antonio linking on Palmer. You should have made it 1-0. It would have been 1-0 if Woodgate hadn't blocked it, and Palmer with another chance. And he looked very good this half, he looked very good, and Benton looks like a good player. He's done well to just come in, and at half time it 1-0 to us. In the second half, Middlesbrough were out of the dressing room 5 minutes early, and that showed their intent by Mowbray to get them motivated, to get them going. And we needed to keep our back four together, and it looked like they did mean business, and they came forward right from the word go after half time. They were really coming at us, and you're like, let's see what happens. And I was just about to say, let's hopefully not fall asleep in the back. I had it all written out, and then Zayata made a little bit of a mistake, and it cost us the goal, and it's 1-0. And we're just really poor at giving away leads. We let leads slip so easily this season, and it's really starting to become part of our game. And it's not something we want to be known as. You don't want to be known as a team that gives leads away like that. And it was just very poor. Prutton then made a poor pass to Kirtland, and luckily might go away. And we were just being very sloppy. Antonio went down injured. You thought there might be a problem there, and he was fine. And Middlesbrough started to really come at us in the second half. They really did. There was a lot of corners whipped in, a lot of pressure. And the attendance for the game was 15,000, and there were 2,000 Wenty fans there. For a club who are quite big of Middlesbrough, I find that quite poor, unless it is the whole people coming back from holiday or just had holidays and not willing to spend the money to go see the club. I don't know, but 15,000 just seems very poor for a Championship club, in my opinion. I just don't know why. You haven't got more in. And funny enough, the crowd woke up when they got one on the start coming for us. You wouldn't have known that there was 15,000 there in the first half, because it was mainly when they sang it. They were very, very quiet. They're very quiet until something happens. And they got a corner, and they were all over us. And they went down twice in the penalty box looking for penalty, mainly the fans, but weren't given, because they would have been soft if they got given against us. And I think it would be really, really disappointing to us as fans to have another penalty go against us. There was some really good crosser came in though. A good chance by Reader. Semedo came on, and he looked like at that point he was trying to sort up the defence and sort up the midfield and have something on the ball and keep us moving a bit more, move about a bit more. And we did well, and we were playing well in the game, but they did come at us. There was another corner which Kirtland went to go for, and it looked like he was in two minds what to do, and it was luckily that hit the side netting. Coke came off and Nuhu came on. And I thought Nuhu had a good game for what he came on for, and it worked. Maybe he should have come on a lot earlier, and we should have had him up front, holding the ball and seeing where we're going. It's a shame Maguire didn't get on again. or get in the squad, because when he comes on he does play well, so it seems like what's happening there. Sorry about that, that's my boiler. And they had a chance to make it 2-1, and they headed the chance wide, and we kept on coming forward by free kicks and on the counter, but Palmer took a free kick and it went over everyone's head, and it just wasn't good enough. It feels like you're saying that a lot this year. Something's not clicking. Granted, we are only just at the back end of August, not going into September yet. It's in the first month of the football season, and positions don't really mean nothing yet until January, February time. And there was 7 minutes of added time, and there was a lot because some of the Middlesbrough players went down, clashed heads, and one of the players kept on going off to get his shirt changed, so there was a lot of people going on and off. Leary had a header that went behind for a corner for them, and they were really coming at us. And we had a great break. Antonio was away, one-on-one with the keeper. He had 2 options: shoot or square it to Newhu, who would have pretty much had an open net and scored it. Pretty much the sweat goal if you ever play FIFA. That would have been the goal that would have won it for us, I reckon. And Antonio did a pack come shot kind of thing, and just no power. And sometimes, and I don't know if it's because he's not 100% yet and he's trying to get in the game, but sometimes his decision making at times just seems really poor, and you need to improve on it. We had a good break, it kept it going. You were hoping our back four would keep awake until the end of the half, and they had a great chance right near the end, and they hit it over bar. We got the draw. We've now drawn 3 games. We've not done that since 2010 in a row. We could have got all 3 points in this, I reckon. I thought we were good in the first half, okay in the second half. Should have done better in the second half with that chance by Antonio. Probably played it back. People at half time saying when the goal went in and stuff like Jones out, Milan needs to fuck off and go sort the money. Have something with money in. One, somebody's not going to come into play and take over Wednesday until the transfer window's over. He'll come in and maybe do loans. He may even not come in until after the loan market. 2, what we're playing is, well, we just need to stop the silly mistakes. We are missing some players in the midfield. Me personally, I love for him to give McCabe a more start. Probably replace him for Prutton. See if he can help the midfield. I'd love for him to start Maguire and Newhu and see how they get on. Give the Lartier kid who's from the development squad, just start him for a game. Risk it. Just see what happens, because you don't know. You play him for the full 90 minutes and he does really well, and keep playing him and he comes good. So it's a shame we didn't get the win and we let another league go. We are very good at that this season. We are one of the teams in the Championship that does that a lot, and we are yet to win a game. Will this win come soon? I really hope so. It'll get some of the pressure off the manager and the players. But at the end of the day, start of the game, you would have taken a draw for that, and yeah, you would have taken a draw, and we got a 1-1. I think we're in 21st place. But like I said, the league table doesn't matter right now because it's pointless. There's still a long way in this season to go. At the minute, people saying, "Oh, it's looking like a relegation," but like you're looking at how it is now, yes, it is. But don't think of it like that. This is very early days. Stop moaning, stop bitching, stop complaining. Just enjoy that football back. We may not be doing well right now, but it will come good eventually, guys. So just keep believing, keep the faith, and we'll get there. Thanks for watching.